All right. Oh, if you move it, it doesn't play. What? Oh, OBS. OBS. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for some people to come by, and then I'm gonna start streaming. I haven't prepared for these really at all. By the way, I apologize for the sound glitches. It's doing it again, and it wasn't doing it right when I started, so I have literally no idea why it's doing that. I tried to fix some of the problems that I was having earlier with some of the frames getting lost and stuff like that. I couldn't figure that out either, which is infuriating because I had, what was I going to say? I had, I recorded a playthrough several months back that didn't have those problems, and I'm trying window capture and all that kind of stuff with OBS, but it's just not showing up. So I don't know what the problem is. I'm sorry, but hopefully it's not too annoying. Let's see if anyone is in the chat. These glitches are so weird. I don't get it. Oh. It's funny whenever you tweet something that's not actually very important, and then you tweet something that you actually want people to see, and everyone is engaging with the thing that's not actually very important. Anyway, okay. Let's see. There is no one in my chat room right now. Is there any viewers? 2 viewers. Goodness. Okay. Well then, maybe I should have waited later in the day, I'm not sure. Obviously having regularly scheduled fucking streams is important, but I don't do that shit very well, so oh well. Come by, you losers. No. Alright, now I just seem desperate. But that's okay. We can deal with that. We can deal. Yeah, still no one in the chat. I guess that's the difference between streaming later at night on the weekend and during the week. Yeah, it's not. Oh, yeah. As soon as I say that, audio glitches again. I have plans later tonight, so that's partly why. I'm trying to get through. I just had the spur of the moment idea to stream Wolfenstein 3D, just kind of blind play through it again, just to, I don't know, just to do something fun. And I know the game really well, so I can talk about it, but I don't have any real set plans, and I'd rather keep it that way. Just because, otherwise, I don't know, I feel like I've done so much commentary, serious kind of commentary. I'm moving my computer, that's why you hear sounds. And I just wanted to do something just a little bit more off the cuff, and so we can do that. Let me refresh my channel. If I don't get viewers, I'll just stream and I'll just put it up later, and I'm sure people will watch it. I just want more than 2 viewers. Like, if I get 2 more viewers, I'll be happy. Oh. No one wants to watch Twitch streams right now, I guess. Start now-ish. Okay, sorry for wasting a lot of time. I just wanted to wait until a few more people got in the chat, or on the viewers. And, yeah, whatever. And, like, once again, I apologize for the quality of my mic audio. I've been working on getting a headset. Like, I know that makes a big difference in, like, you know, how watchable something is, I guess. Okay. No, I do not wish to leave with hasty abandon. Yeah, and feel free to talk in the chat if you're in there. I don't think anyone is in here, so never mind. But, yeah. Well, whatever. I'll tweet it again in like 20 minutes or so. It won't be too annoying on my Twitter feed. So many tweets. Okay, let's go. Where am I? Okay. I will leave the chat over here in case anyone wants to talk in it. So we're gonna do episode 2, Operation Eisenfaust today. Let me make sure I'm recording okay. Yes, okay. I always liked these pictures. They're very mysterious to me. The escape from Castle Wolfenstein is like a couple bones. This is like some sort of Hitler face. I never understood what that was. Like, this is torn fabric and then a gas mask. Very, very ominous. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna play on Am Death Incarnate, so we'll see if I get maimed. I never really play the game on the hard mode, so we'll see how that goes, but I know the levels pretty well anyway. But the mutants, you never know. This is the mutant episode, so yay. This is like one of the most popular like fan episodes. I don't know why the audio is glitching. I apologize for that. Hopefully it'll go away. But once we get into things, maybe it will. Yeah. Nighttime with vines. There's like certain... I'm gonna try and open this room first. Try and fight these guys with a pistol. Oh my god. No! Oh! I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do it for real now. I'm gonna cheat. I used to try to speedrun these levels, and I think the speedrun record for this level is like 6 seconds or something, because you can just go straight to the end. There are no keys. This is just like a big sort of... I don't know, it reminds me a little bit of episode 1, but it's more kind of detailed and more of like a sense of setting. I don't know, sense of place. I always thought episode 2 was... Really, any episode other than episode 1 is kind of interesting in Wolfenstein, but it's just funny that that's what everyone played, really. I also like how you can get the chain gun right here. But yeah, this is the only episode with the like genetic mutants in them, and they kind of function weirdly because they don't talk. They don't, and they have purple blood, as you can see. They shoot like out of their armpits or something. I don't know, like, I always called them disco dummies when I was a kid, because I thought they looked like dummies. But yeah. So I know where the exit is, but I'm just going to wander around a little bit for the sake of doing it. Yeah, the gray wall texture with slime is great. Thank you for talking in the chat. And hello, JP and Symbiotic Q, Bloody Honey, and Oh Poor Pup, and Darius. Thank you for coming by. So the correct way is this way. It's like guiding you, but I like how all the rooms have 2 door entrances to them. It actually makes it kind of a little bit harder because the mutants can come out of either door. The one thing that this game, one thing that can really challenge you in this game is when you're fighting enemies from multiple different angles, because yeah, it can be really difficult to manage, especially when there are enemies that fire like pretty fast. These like light grids here too. This is already like a lot more detailed than episode 2, and I could tell that they actually like were having like a little bit more fun with it. This is all designed by Tom Hall, and this episode has a really odd progression. It's the first, I'd say, 5 or 6 levels are really good, and then it just kind of takes a dive at the end for no real reason. I mean, there might be some reason for that, but I'll get into that later. Yeah, also they do have chain guns in their or machine guns in their chest, which I find interesting. But yeah, these guys can really mess you up, especially because they don't announce that they're there. Yeah, I always thought of this as some kind of abandoned factory floor or something. And yeah, I don't know. This is the spooky episode of Wolfenstein, for sure, even though, you know, like the bloody bones and stuff makes a lot more sense in here than it did, like, right next to someone, like, you know, dining tables and stuff in episode 1. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of episode 1, but you saw me. Anyone who watched that stream or the video from it will be able to tell that. Hey there, Hark video stream. Yeah, part of the reason I was streaming earlier is because I thought that people from the East Coast might want to watch. What's in this room? Oh, shit! I should have just, like, gone in there and fired and not done that, but... goddamn. Alright, well, I'm gonna be needing those. I think the regular hands have been replaced with meat cleavers. Maybe. Yeah. So this is the end of the level. There are like lots of secrets in this game that I don't know about. Oh, cool. Watching from the UK. It's probably pretty late at night there. Well, I don't know. Actually don't know. 8 hours. Yeah. I know that the Uber mutant from Spear of Destiny has meat cleaver arms. Oh my god, so many guys. This is what happens when you play on hard mode. The game is serious. Alright. That is the end of level 1. It's just kind of introducing things to you. Yeah, I missed 3 secrets. A lot of the secrets in this game are just like, I don't know. I'm playing it kind of blind because I don't want to bother trying to get all the secrets. It's not worthwhile. I love the beginning of this map. That, like, steel panel thing ahead of you is very mysterious, and you don't know if there's guards to either of your side, you know, like, you don't know if there are guys wandering around here. It's very effective at being creepy, and this is the creepy, kind of creeping around music. It's always, like, been one of my favorite tracks from Wolfenstein. I'm gonna save now. Yeah, we'll just do test. Evil mutant dudes. The whistle sound is one of my favorite sounds in any id game. I imagine Tom Hall making it with his mouth. Yes. Which whistle sound are you talking about? Oh, 100%. The yeah, okay. Okay, there are guys over here, so this is a little scary. Imagine like pistol starting this level if you die. That is not an easy beginning. Oh, and now I've just alerted these guys. Okay, now he's hiding in this alcove here because that's how Wolfenstein 3D AI works. Yeah, so the sneakiness was warranted. It is creepy. It's like I love it when they do this in the game, you know, where this would be a relatively normal hallway if they didn't put this thing here, but this thing makes it like kind of more ominous and mysterious because it feels very out of place. And I like story-wise that you get a peek back into the outside for the first like several maps. Okay, there's ammo. Oh shit. So I need to actually be careful here. This is a lot harder than episode 1, partly because of the mutants are a lot more unpredictable and they don't announce when they're there. So there are definitely guys on either side here. And I have to be really careful. Yep, there you go. I thought I could fire faster than him, but obviously not. Let's load up this save game. I could try and be ballsy and let's see actually how well I do here. Oh, I don't even want to try this, honestly. Alright. It's go time, as they say. These assholes, like, they hide over here. Another guy over here. See, already I'm at 44% health. This game doesn't fuck around. I'm gonna turn on my machine gun. Okay, that guy missed me. They're hiding. So there's a feature in this game where you can make the guards deaf, which means they'll just hide somewhere unless you have to like walk into the room and come out to get them, which is I don't know, it's a good use of this kind of thing, you know, something in this kind of engine because it makes it a lot harder to predict. You know, it obviously makes it harder to just like shoot and then wait for them to all come out, because that is like the easiest and best strategy in this game. But when they do death guards like they do over here, it makes it a lot harder. Okay, let's get this asshole. Oh, a crown, wonderful. That's... Oh shit! Is there a guy over here? Fuck, I clearly don't know this level as well as I think I do. I don't even care. I don't even care if there's a guy over here. I don't even care. I'm just going, I'm going, and I'm gonna keep going. This is one of the instances in the game where you have to go into a secret to get forward, but it's like really obvious here. It's illuminated and it looks like you're going into a different area, but I think this is how they justify this like mutant area being separate from like this area with... I don't think there are any mutants in this other part of the map, so it's kind of like an interesting story thing. Like, they don't want to go to the part where the mutants are. And yeah, you can actually kind of extrapolate story from this level, which I like. It pretty like soon like changes up a little bit and like complicates the setting and kind of the implied narrative. These guys are a lot easier to deal with than the mutants, but I'm still not gonna fuck around because I have 27% health and I do not want to die. I almost got through all of episode 1 without dying. I ended up dying on map or level 8, but this is a different beast altogether, and honestly a much better one. So this is like a red brick maze area. I don't know, it makes me think maybe a little bit of some of the maze areas in episode 1, but it's like less like big and more just enclosed in this one area. That's one other thing. There are more sort of like as like you get through the episodes, you notice sort of more landmarks and less like just, you know, rooms and rooms and rooms. Oh my god, that guy was gonna kill me. You never know with this game. Yes, this game does own. I agree, Swamp Friend. Kerwin. Ooh, a decal here. If you don't see any decals and stuff for a while, it's like, oh shit. I need to pay attention. I think there's a key here. Oh, never mind. You butthole. Come on. I know you see me. Open the door. Oh my god. Do not want to mess around. No secrets. This is, the beginning of this map is really bad about health. Like, I don't think I've ran into a single health pickup. I also don't exactly know how to get back. Okay. Did I go in here? Yes, I did. It would help if I actually knew where secrets were in this game, but... You know, I've looked at the maps a billion times, but the secrets are never in very logical places, so I'd never tried to, like, memorize them or whatever. Did I go in this other room? I did, but I didn't go in these doors. Okay. Oh my god, 6%. Not good. Well, at least I just saved. Really are sneaking around this part. .6% someone can just snipe you from across the level with a damn hit scan. Okay, cool. See, this is what I wanted. It's still pretty paltry for health compared to the last level, especially. Oh shit. Not even paying attention. Okay. Crosses, which are the lowest level treasure in the game. Alright, that's fine. So, we're a little bit better on health now. So I will exit this area. Let's see if I can go get a little bit of ammo. Hopefully there isn't a mutant wandering around here. Did I get all the... Oh, okay. Good. More like poultry? Yeah, I don't know. It's paltry poultry. Yeah, that is, JP says, a few years ago there was a Wolf 3D jam, and I tried making something. I found the tension between wanting to tell a story with such a limited toolset and just embracing the abstraction interesting. Yeah, designing for Wolfenstein 3D is pretty interesting just because it's so, like, you have so kind of little tools to work with, so it's really working with, what you have, but it's so easy to make something too, so you have to, like, this is a really good use of this space, you know, because everything has to be 90-degree walls, but making it sort of big and open like this, you know, and not using any of the static objects to decorate it, sort of gives it already a much more distinctive mood than the rest of the rooms, and it makes it feel very creepy. This is definitely a very, like, effective level narratively, I think. It always creeped me out, like a lot of maps in this. And yeah, this is sort of a prison, sort of like episode 1, but it feels different, definitely. For one, I think the layout makes it feel a little bit more like a prison. I like that those guys are just standing in front of each other. That would, like, that is one thing about the game that never made any sense to me. The guard placement is so abstract and weird. even in the midst of like, presumably, I know that they're supposedly guarding the treasure, but it's still like done in such a strange way. The tension in that this game has between trying to tell a story like narratively and just the utter abstraction is really interesting to me. Okay, let's be careful with these guys.
I'm leaving.
Come on, asshole. It's a very well-lit prison. So these all go... Oh, shit. These all go in the same place. But it's one thing where, you know, if you shoot, a bunch of guards are going to come, and if you're hiding, you don't know where they're coming from. It gives them more options to deal with you, so... Like, adding more doors can make it a lot more dangerous for you. More door. And this is like, you know, 2 different hallways to walk down. Already, like, the geometry and kind of, you know, way that you're progressing through. In episode 1, it's very kind of square. And this, you know, you have more diagonals and weird shapes of rooms. It's pretty interesting how quickly they went to, they went from the episode 1 kind of ideal design to something different that honestly works like much better. And here's that big steel panel thing again, which you think presumably is just there to be spooky. Yeah, that is an interesting point, Hark Video Stream. In engines that are very limited, there's a secret right here somewhere. Damn it. Where is it? Oh. I never can figure out. I know that there's a secret here somewhere, but... Alright. It might be on one of these walls, for all I know. Wall humping. Well, whatever. I might just, like, say fuck it. So we got some... Oh, shit! Oh, I was not ready for that. Damn it. Fuck. Oh my god. I should have known. I should have known. Oh my god. I think I just saved, though. Okay. Jesus Christ. I almost had a heart attack there. Hey, hide the meat. See, this is a very sneaky game. There's a lot of, like, misdirection and stuff like that. You would think that there's no mutants in this part, you know, because you haven't seen any. And then they're just in that one room. Kind of like undermining the narrative in order to freak you out and mess with you. That is one thing I like about this game, is they don't necessarily stick too hard to narrative conventions. Yeah, like I said, I never play on Am Death Incarnate, and I often, when I played through these games as a kid, would just play on easy, so I never needed, like, tons of health. I would just go towards the exit. And I was very freaked out by this area in this episode in general, so I didn't explore a lot of it. Alright, here we are. And I like how it's sending you, you know, a little bit different mood here. Alright. That was not the best. Also, I don't know where that secret is, but whatever. This music always really creeps me out. In here you're in a big open hallway. You know that there are guards coming for you. This is, I don't know, this one is, I'd say, maybe even I'd call it a fan favorite. I know that, like, I've seen maps that are sort of based off of this idea. It's more simple layout-wise, but the openness, like, right from the beginning is really good and effective, and it's definitely repeated sometimes. like episode 4, map 2. But yeah, I think it works really well. There's a lot of like space here. It just better use of space really than in episode 1 where everything is sort of partitioned off by doors. Oh, I just dropped something. Okay. And I like that it gives you a view out into the night time again from both sides, no matter where you go. There's a cool secret in this map, so if I find it, we'll see. I might actually look at the map so I can find it, because there's... like, cheat a little bit. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna go in from this side, because I almost never do. This one is pretty mazy with the doors. Oh shit. But yeah, like, so, like, map, in episode 1, a lot of the maps just feel very similar to each other, but map 2, you know, the beginning feels kind of like map 1 except different, but then you get into a completely different area. Here it's like, it's some of the same texture themes and stuff, but it's more open, and it feels like an area that, like, more guards are at, like, so there's, like, some kind of story progression going on here. This just goes back out here, so it doesn't matter which way you go. I don't think there's anything in either of these rooms, but I'm gonna... Okay, there's health, which is very useful. I always thought that this was really funny, how it's just like a door and an SS guy in it. They're even on the like the easiest difficulty level. You butthole. Yeah, the brown plant really does look like a guard. It often confuses me. Like, I've shot at it before. Heavy presence here. Mun! But this one actually has a key, which is actually very important, so I'm glad that I went that way. This map is the first map to use 2 keys in it. The first time that you see the blue key. Yeah, so it's confusing here because there are 3 locked doors. You're like, oh, okay, this is much different, and there's no like indicator of whether, which kinds of door you can open with which key. So they intentionally play with that in this game, but this level does it really well. One thing I like about a lot of the Wolfenstein 3D maps after episode 1 is they don't stick around for longer than they need to, and like this is like a good, like, there are different ideas going on, and it just doesn't go on for longer than it needs to. Okay, I know the door to the left is where you need to go, but let's try the door to the right. Interesting. See, this sort of feels like... Oh shit, no, this is the room. I'm not gonna go in that room right now. I'm too scared by that room. You'll see why later. I want to explore a little bit more, though. Okay, yeah, I think this is the secret that I was thinking about. So I'm going behind in an area, a room that I haven't even been in before. Going behind the columns. Oh, I'm not going to waste on health, so I'll come back here. Oh, and this is a bug. I don't know why it does this. I think, like, it's some kind of bug in the engine. But yeah, it's interesting to look at how the door just comes out of nowhere. It emerges from this stone. So I'm gonna wander around, and I will probably get hit more. Oh my god. I promise I wasn't doing that intentionally. These guys don't fuck around. Alright. The treasure item pickup sounds are my favorite ones. Like... Oh, right. I don't want to go in there yet. That's where the key is, and that's also the first instance of, like, I always found I died more to the mutants than the SS guys. Yeah, definitely. The mutants are scarier, no question. So there's a big treasure room here. Somewhere here there's another secret. If I can't find it, I might, look at a map. Huh. I feel like I've tried every wall. Well, hold on a second. Wolfenstein 3D Episode 2 Map 3 Images. I'm sorry, I have to do this. Just because I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, you know, I might as well do it right. These are not what I want. Episode... Oh, okay, here we go. Oh yeah, it should be right there, huh? It wasn't working for some reason. Well, we'll try it again. I don't know, there might be weird things with this version of Wolfenstein. I was having issues, like, I couldn't get to the... I don't know if it's like the version is bugged out or something. I couldn't get to the secret door. It should be that. Oh, okay. I always found this secret really funny. When I looked at it on the map, I never learned about it. But this is like an example of Tom Hall just like being obsessed with secrets and doing like really goofy things. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep going down this wormhole. And now you have the next level treasure. But wait, there's more. Now you have this level treasure. This is good for my lives, which don't matter because I'm using saves. And now you have this level treasure. It'll give you a bunch of lives. Yeah, I missed a lot of the big secrets in episode 1, so I figured I'd do this one just for the hell of it. Let's see, where are we? Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to save because I know what's coming. Now you have 2 extra lives. I'm going to save one of them, if I can. Oh, is it right there? No, okay. Well, let's load game. Oh yeah, okay, now I see where it is. Yeah, so you get 2 extra lives. Oh my god, what? I don't know, it just happened. Somehow this only moved back, 2 units? Wow, that's strange. It's supposed to only move back it only moved back 1 unit, like when it saved. I think I saved it in the middle of the secret door opening. Well, I'm sorry, I guess we can't go back there. But anyway, the what happens is there's another secret door through there, and you open it, and there's just a bunch of SS guys, and there's nothing else in there. They do it just to like, it's like, oh, you got too greedy. Like such a huge secret that takes up so much of the level, and yeah, that's the end of it. But anyway, I find that really funny. That's the kind of stuff that like is done in the secrets in Wolfenstein. There are like lots of really labyrinthine secrets which are interesting in concept, but kind of like, I hope I don't need those extra lives. But kind of like in actual execution are really weird. Alright, I see you fuckers. You're gonna be coming for me. There are mutants hiding behind every single one of these alcoves. Every single one, because I'm on hard mode. And they don't announce. They're taking advantage of the fact that the mutants don't like announce that they're there. It's very sneaky. I should have been a little bit more safe there. Yeah, like, so it's like, oh, it's a new key. Like, this is the introduction of this new key. And you're like, oh, wow, it's a new key. And, like, this is the first time that there's a really big death trap sort of like this. This is a kind of a trope that gets repeated a lot in, like, you know, Doom and such. So you're just like, okay. And then, since these guys don't announce that they're there, you just get mobbed. It's really precarious sort of area, and this episode does the more of the kind of sneaky things with the mutants, the fact that they don't announce themselves. So yeah, this episode definitely just feels more, really just designed more in a lot of ways. Okay, I actually want to get the... I'm taking a long time wandering around here, but hopefully you're enjoying it nonetheless. I'm sorry, I don't know why that secret fucked up. I mean, I think I do know why, but... Did I already pick up that? Oh, no, it's over here. This is what happens when I don't prepare. There are a lot of weird bugs still in the game. Alright, let's go out here. Let's go to the left just to see what's there. I'm gonna save, though. I accidentally, let's bring the chat back up, because I was looking at the map. Okay. Get a dehumidifier, guys. Yes. The Nazis have very sniffy booger noses. Yeah, really bad slime problems. Oh. Oh, wow. Yes. Yeah, I did have problems with saving during it. I don't know, like, oh, it's so stupid. I don't know why I did that. I just wasn't thinking about it. This is a same sort of structure as the other side. It's identical. Is there any guards hiding? I mean, you know, if you want to dine next to some slimy-ass moldy walls, then go ahead. At least there is, like, a light and not just, like, random bones and blood sitting next to it, like in some of the Episode 1 levels. I'm honestly more creeped out by that than I am by the mutant stuff, because it makes more sense to me. This is a really creepy room, too. I mean, I've already been in here, so I know that this is just hinting that there's a secret that you have to try and get at, which is... So at least it gives you some sort of indication that you can get somewhere else. Alright, let's pick up that health, and we'll be on our way to map 4, which is another really good map. Yeah, well, you know, I want to make sure that the people have the best experience eating, and it's disturbing to me, because I don't want to eat, like, right next to a decaying body or a pile of bones, unless it's, like, a pile of bones of something like meat that you've just like, you know, cooked or something. And even that's really weird, but that like makes slightly more sense. Prime Wolf 3D technique. I knew that there's one other guy in here, I swear. Okay. I like being really sneaky with the mouse, looking around the corners. Alright, I think that there's a guy in here. Nope. Sometimes they had a guy in the exit. Well, we didn't get to see the ending of that secret, but you get an idea anyway. I explained what happened. Those are the guys that I missed. I don't know, there are actually other secrets in this map, as you can see. I don't know where they are. I mean, I looked at the map, I could find them, but I don't care. Okay, really spooky music, and then I have to fire immediately! Honestly, I think this is maybe my favorite level of the episode because it's so creepy. The sense of space is really, really big. This is really, really big, and immediately you're beset by all these by all these mutants coming in your direction from this place. So it's like it's pulling you towards that place, which you do need to go to. It's where the key is, the first key. But I was always really creeped out by the fact that they just put them right in front of you. This is designed more sort of like a horror game or something like that. When, yeah, I'm playing, Darius, I'm also playing this with the mouse. So that's why I'm moving the way that I am. Imagine starting this out with a pistol. You're just, like, panicking, looking for any sort of, resources. Oh my god. I was not ready for that. Mutants and secrets. Yeah, this doesn't even... This is episode 2. I always found it interesting how episode 2 is harder than episode 3, which is the episode that like Hitler is supposedly in, but episode 3 is actually pretty easy. Maybe the easiest episode of Wolfenstein, until you get to like some of the late levels in it. So this is like a pretty labyrinthine secret, and it's not really helping me out as far as health is concerned, but... Yeah, this track is called Pounding Headache. I think this episode 2 and episode 5 definitely have the best music. They have the same music in them. It's really effective, creepy music. God, the sound of guards opening doors in the distance is never good, because you never know where they're coming from. Alright, I do definitely need this ammo a lot, so that is good. On Am Death Incarnate, you definitely need to get some of the secrets in order to, you know, be in a good place. Alright, this is incredibly huge for a secret. I want to kill that guy! Maybe this is sort of, oh god, foreshadowing level 7, which, well, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, Wolfenstein is a difficult game because it's still difficult, because you really can't make mistakes, like, especially getting through a level without saving. You have to be very careful, and they can kill you really quickly. I know that, like, Doom is sort of that way, but you have much more mobility in Doom. Oh, okay. I'm actually going to save these, because I'll probably need them. Well, let's take one. But there's an area coming up that I'll probably be low on health in, so... That secret was pretty worthwhile. I mean, you get 2 extra lives, you can't really complain about that. That's as good as you can get in this game. It's just so funny, because it's like, even in level 4... of episode 2, there's these really labyrinthine secrets. They're doing like really like scary things with the level design already. There's just a really big sense of space in this level, which I really like. I've had dreams about this level. Like I remember playing it like on some Friday night after me and my family would always go out and have pizza at the like pizza place on Friday night, and I remember coming back and it being sort of dark out and playing through episode 2 and just being really creeped out by this level in particular and the one before it. Okay, there's a lot of health here, so that's good. And yeah, at the end you just get a key, but it's nice. Yeah, this is a nice area. It's very, very open. I don't know, that's the thing with Tom Hall is like, I say he's my favorite designer because of like maps like this that are very creative, but he also just does some really strange stuff. And he designed episode 1, which I really don't like for the most part, but then he designed like this episode, which has like a lot of interesting things going on in it. So now we're going to start the door maze. I haven't even been in the door maze, and I feel like I've been through a lot of the level, but... So there are like, let's see, 12 doors total to go into. Because they're on either side. So let's just start here. One of these goes to the key, and the exit is on the other side. So we'll start. I always found this really funny. Like this is obviously not a mistake, because episode 1, there's no question. Like it must have been designed first. I don't see how it could be designed after some of these levels. It really feels like they figured a lot of stuff out. And I think that episode 3 is probably like John Romero's first levels, because it also feels kind of like they were learning, and you know, it gets more interesting as they go on. But I love how you just open and there's a brick wall here. It's not a secret. It's not even a room, like a 1-unit room. It's just a wall, and you know it's intentional because they deliberately put a brick wall where there's no brick wall in the rest of the level. It's one of those just like really bizarre things that I don't know. Like Wolfenstein and Doom, really, that's my biggest memory of those games. Just the really bizarre things that they would do. Okay, so this goes to the key. I already know this. Oh my god. So this map is kind of labyrinthine, but in a good way. There's a lot of space, and there's contrast between the spaces. There's a lot of like tension. They don't use doors as much. Actually, like putting lots of doors to separate rooms is generally not a good thing, I don't think. Let's just get that. I don't really care that much. I have some health back there anyway. Alright, so let's pick up that key. So this wasn't that big. This map is already pretty big as it is, so yeah. It's nice that they don't try to confuse you too much. This is one of the first instances, and you can tell by this armor, it's really sort of hinting at a... Whenever they use this armor, it seems more anticlimactic, at least outside of episode 1. Yeah, I find it really funny that when they just put one guard behind doors, you know. But it makes more sense that the mutants are just sitting there than the guards. So here you have to shoot this guy, and 8 million guys will come out. Get everyone? I think there are 6 people. But yeah, this is the first... Oh my god, why am I alive? Okay. This is one of the first instances of this, or this is the first instance of it. It's a very intentionally designed key area. Doom does this a lot. There's a guard here and you shoot him. This guy is looking at you, and then the key is right there. They do the exact same thing except a slightly different configuration in level 6 in this episode, but I think it's a little bit better done. But they do take advantage of, you know, you don't think that there are going to be mutants in every single one of these rooms that are going to come out because of the doors being here. You really don't know, and the mutants don't announce that they're there, so it's a good use of that. And like once again, this makes a little bit more sense that there are skeletons and stuff here, but still, like, why would there be a skeleton on the floor? I don't know. You just kind of have to like extrapolate, I guess. It's the idea of a skeleton. Let's pick up. Making Wolf 3D levels makes you better at placing Doom enemies. Yeah, I could see that. I wonder if I missed any ammo. I know I was having... There's some ammo over here, I think. Yes. Alright, that's good. Oops. Well, yeah, let's save. Why not? I appreciate everyone for being in the chat. It makes it a more entertaining experience for me. It's true, it was a big Halloween party. They didn't want to, Oh, okay. I thought that was a key for a second. I was like, what? Okay, just empty room here. Yeah. Why not? Oh, yeah, okay, so they do the same thing here, except it's not red brick. This level is symmetrical. Like, John Romero says that he hates symmetry. He said that, actually when he was talking to JP's in the chat on his Doom video, but there is some symmetrical stuff in this level, but it's never quite the same when you experience something, you know. Okay, there's definitely a guy around this corner. What did I say? Alright, I might pick up the extra life just for the hell of it. Or maybe I'll leave it behind. We'll see if I need it. It might just be nice if it gives me a little bit more ammo, because having more ammo to work with is always good. This guy is right here, I know it. Oh, okay. Well, at least this map doesn't skimp on ammo and stuff. Yeah, I'll leave the lives behind, because I don't really need it. We have 9 lives. I like that at the end, as opposed to the beginning, you're seeing into the outside again, and it feels a little bit different because it's the Greystone. Did he say bop? I don't know. With Doom, you have more fancy things to play with, like triggers, teleport. Yeah, it's true. There are more tools to play with, but you can still do a lot in Wolfenstein with a fairly limited set of tools. Okay. For some reason, I always think that there's a guy. Alright, cool. I only get 28% of the secret ratio. There's so many secrets in this game. I got 69 ammo. So this level is much different. It has a bright blue ceiling. It's shaped like a swastika, and there are like 4 different arms that you have to go into, and it's just about going into individual rooms. But they're differently textured, and even though it would seem kind of monotonous, it's actually kind of fun to play. I love the guys that are behind there. They hide mutants behind those wells, and I don't think there's any way to get behind there. There might be a secret, I don't know. That is a big philosophy in Doom, but I don't know that it's necessarily carried over in Wolfenstein all the time, as far as like... But yeah. This purple texture you'll see the next level. But yeah, I don't know, one reason that I always like this level, if nothing else, is the bright blue ceiling. It makes it feel different. It makes it feel more abstract, which it kind of is. I find this really funny, like, You know, you go through all these secrets, and they'll give you like low-level treasure, and then you just get crowns here for no reason. Ooh, this is a scary room. But there are no guards in here. Wait, that can't be right. Yeah, that's actually interesting. This is like tables and dinner, but also dead bodies and blood. You got the pots and pans, right? But then this. So I don't know. This game is weird about that. So it has a weird thing about food and putting skeletons with blood next to food. I don't know if it's trying to do some sort of commentary. Okay, I'm gonna switch to chain gun here. Alright. But yeah, this, like, even though it's a kind of monotonous progression, it's kind of fun. Like, you don't know where things are going to be. The rooms are shaped differently. They have sort of different themes. This is like some sort of storage area. This room is the center of the swastika, which, you know, seeing all these textures at once is pretty weird and abstract for a game like this right now. So this level really, in general, is not trying to be like kind of a realistic setting. So you know that like the key is going to be in either one of these. I know that it's going to be in the blue one, but I think you need to get 2 keys in this level. I'm not sure. It's funny, yeah, they have pots and pans. They're not a single stove anywhere, and there's a stove sprite too. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but the Wolf 3D green barrels are the same barrels as seen in Doom, discovered in Nazi bases, schlepped to Mars, eventually becoming corroded and explosive. When I first read the Ultimate Doom manual, which someone gave me, by the way, so now I have it, I remember, like, because I had to wait like 2 weeks for us to install a CD-ROM drive because we got. Oh, this room is fucking scary. This is one of my favorite rooms. There's a chain gun in this room, but it's really big, and all these guys are hidden behind these like panels. I don't know who I just alerted. Someone over here probably. There are more guys in this room. I have to be careful. They're just hidden behind the corner. This is a really sort of, I don't know, this is a really excellently designed room for a game like Wolfenstein. It's using the broken visibility and deaf guards, and like this kind of thing that you want here to its advantage, and I don't know, I really like it. It's a really good room. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I was not ready for that. Fucking, I hate it when they do that. It's like I said, this is kind of like a horror episode in some ways. Is there health? Oh my god. This is not good. These guys can just eat away at your health. Alright, cool. Is it Chemical Warfare that has the room with the lethal stove? Yes, it is. Yes. I never finished my Let's Play of that, and I kind of would like to just go back and stream it. I don't know. I streamed like one level from it a while back. Oh my god, look at this room. But it's the Wolfenstein mod that I made when I was like 13 or 14. And like, for being something that someone made when they were that young, it's not that bad. I don't think so. Anyway. I mean, there's a lot of weirdness, you know, weird stuff in it, but, oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. That's fine. I can deal with that. Alright. Yeah, now we're in the Windows screensaver area. I like when they use this, like, panel to block out other guards and make it sort of more confusing. It works pretty well in this episode. This is probably the most consistent episode narrative-wise, honestly. This is the big, like, labeled area. Presumably there's a key here. I don't actually remember if there's a key in this one. I have no idea what the guards say when they see you. I think they're supposed to say Octung. Doesn't really sound like it, though. Some people think that they say hot dog. They call them the hot dog guys. Yeah, I did not handle that well. I always thought that they said, like, it always sounded like Sarge, or something. Or like, halt, sir. But why would they be speaking in English? Alright. Now go into the blue area. Oh my god, what is going on here? Oh shit! I think, oh my god, I don't know, the file for this might have been like modded or something, and so it's like a custom thing, so I like replaced the sprites. Either that or it's like a bug. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, because like there's like variations of the blue texture, and like either there's a bug, or like the file that is like like this was replaced with something else, and it's like a custom file. I'm actually gonna try and save and reload, maybe? Or maybe I should just play with this fucked up. Okay, it's not supposed to look like this, we'll just say that. This area is supposed to be all blue, so just imagine that it is all blue. I think it's more fun this way, honestly. If you wanted like an accurate representation of episode 2, I'm sorry I have strayed now, but we can imagine, and we can enjoy this like glitched out version nonetheless. But yeah, what they did is they'd have variations of different textures, and so they're placed randomly, and for some reason, like, the file is messed up, or it's like, or it's not loading it correctly, like there might have been some bug that happened. So, I don't know, like I said, exactly what's going on. That's really weird. But I'm gonna try and soldier on, enjoy this like bizarrely abstract space. This is like another like actual partitioned off area. There are dogs which you haven't seen forever. I hate killing the dogs. Everyone hates killing the dogs. So I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. And they're in alcoves, which are now very strange alcoves, but you can imagine that they were once different looking. Deaf fuckers hiding. Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? I find this really funny. This whole bug is like really funny to me. Okay, so you did need to go in both. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Not dealing with that right now. Oh god, run, run, run. run away very far. No, I need more ammo. Damn it. Oh my god, being gunned down.
Mein Leben! Mein Leben! Mein Leben! Mein Leben! Mein Leben! Mein...
I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, you got some of that mic commentary. I don't know, how long was my mic off? I'm sorry. Sometimes it turns it off. I think what it did is when I hit save, I accidentally hit my hotkey to turn off the mic. So, let me know how long it was off, but this weird glitchy area is not intentional. I don't know, like, when it went off. So, I'm sorry. Damn it. I hate it when that happens. I need to check. Since I saved, okay. I guess that wasn't too long ago. But yeah, like, anyway, this is very not intentional here. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, it was only off for about 40 seconds. Okay, good. Alright, so let's go in the key area. Yeah, I think I panic saved and hit my hotkey to turn off the mic because it's the tilde key. So I don't normally hit that, so...
Mein Leben!
The thing that disturbs me about the glitchy texture thing is, like, I know this game pretty well, and if that's a bug, I don't know about it. And I wonder if that is going to affect the rest of the game. Like, did that happen because of this, the push wall bug? Or was that just, like, me not having the right kind of, the name of the file is vswap.wl6, which has all the graphics and stuff in it and sounds. So I don't know if that's messed up, and I should get it and just use a file from a different thing, or like, or if it is that. Because if it's a bug, then at least I know it's a bug. But if it's not, then I should definitely replace that file, just because I don't want it to be messing up with But yeah, okay, this is another one of these really strange rooms. Hanging skeletons, but tables and sinks too. Like, very creepy. Very, very creepy. Presumably, like, they're suggesting that there's some sort of mutant experimentation is happening here or something, except they're just all skeletons. They don't even have flesh on them. Really weird. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, this stream should probably go a little under 2 hours, just so you know. I'm at like 1:15 right now. Honestly, the next few levels are not as long, so probably less than that. Okay, well, I'll save that in case I need it. Okay, this is the key door to the end. Just really just fuck with your health. Alright, let's do that. Oh my god. Well-guarded exit here. Not that I blame them, really. They are not very intelligent, though, if they, like, think that just coming out to get me is gonna really do it. Alright, cool. Despite some glitchy setbacks and being at, like, no health, looks like we've gotten through this okay, so let's go on to... Oh, I got all the guys in it. That's a fun level. I like it even though it's, you know, kind of monotonous design. This level is the opposite. Also starts with a bunch of mutants facing you, which is, again, super unfair on a pistol start. But you're playing on hard mode, so sorry. I guess that's their philosophy. Okay, let's see. I'm recording. Yes. Okay. Cool. How many people are watching? I didn't actually check. Oh, 11. Cool. If I get over 10. Oh my god. The walls are purple slime. I don't know. This is in the episode 1 secret. Oh, I didn't go to the secret level. Oh, I'm sorry. I always forget how to get to the secret. I think it's in level 1 or level 2, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I always forget about the secret levels. But the secret level of episode 1, which I attempted to go to and, like, didn't go to for some reason, has these walls. But there's some kind of stone that's turned purple and slimy. Yeah, doors are really the choke point with enemies. I think they were still messing with the formula for these kind of games. Honestly, I don't think that, like, it's because of the way that the floor codes work. Like, doors separate, you know, the ways that the enemies detect you. The rooms are separated by doors. So they're really required in this sort of setup that they have, but I would like to think that that you could make a game like this with no doors, because I honestly think it would be better if it was designed right anyway, you know. But then I guess the choke points would be, you know, long hallways that are single unit, so I don't know how you get around that, honestly. Maybe it's just part of the strategy of these games like this. I like when you sneak around and see one of the guys standing there. The fact that these guys don't announce themselves is what's really fucking the worst. The sound is such a big thing in this game. I always thought this was funny that this was episode 2. The Hitler episode should really be episode 2, but because it's the Hitler episode, I guess they wanted to put it at the end. Alright, this level is really mazy, but it's more of a, you know, it's its own setting, so I appreciate that. Anyway, it's, maybe a little... Yeah, this is a good texture because it's not realistic. It just looks cool. It looks like, still like, sort of like castle-y, but, I don't know, kind of captures what's good about this game. Oh my god, I'm glad that I saved. Thank you for coming by, Symbiotic Q. Should be done in the next, like, I don't know, I'd say probably half an hour. Some of these maps actually get shorter for whatever reason. So, I don't know where I came from. That might be a problem. I think I came from here. Yes. Alright. And there was a guy right here who killed me. This is a very sneaky maze, but it makes sense in the context of this episode, I feel like, because, like, I don't know, like, narratively, it makes sense that at some point you would be going into a maze that was, like, a little bit more confusing and hard to navigate. And, you know, you've been in all these old castle areas, so it makes sense that the setting gets a little bit more creepy here, to me. That's the thing I like about Tom Hall's levels, is that he's very adventurous. He's a very adventurous designer, and he'll try out a bunch of different ideas, whereas John Romero will, like, not feel comfortable. I do not want to be trapped against this door. John Romero, seems more comfortable sticking within a certain kind of, like, framework with his levels, which makes episode 5, which is all John Romero, is the most consistent episode of Wolfenstein, and it was my favorite one when I was a kid. But as far as setting and stuff, it is less adventurous. He does play with the formula, like, I don't want to discredit, and you know, he doesn't have some of the really annoying stuff that Tom Hall does in his levels that just doesn't work, but, like, I don't know, I like the experimentation anyway. I really don't know like, what the critical path, or whatever you want to call it, is on this level, so I'm just going to be wandering around. But this was a good place to wander right now. If there was a Wolf 3D movie, it'd be played by Patrick Warburton. Yeah, I can see that. He does look like him. Super square-jawed. This is like the era of, like, well, I don't even know why I'm saying it's the era of it, because it's still the era of ultra-masculine protagonists. But like Duke Nukem also. It's funny because, like, there's Doom Guy, Duke Nukem, like, all that kind of stuff. But the games are so, like, weird and abstract. They're, like, shooting games, but compared to, like, oh, okay, so here's where the key is. Let's save. I like this because all of a sudden it changes from this very narrow hallway to this big passageway. And let's see if I can pick up the key without alerting this guy. I don't think it's possible. I think because it's right next to him. Like, this is what I like about the setting. He's facing away from you, so you know what's going to happen because you've already seen it. And just the setup is a lot more, like, I don't know, interesting to me. I haven't fired yet. I guess if you fired from over here, like when you entered the door, then, you know, all the guys would come out. But let's try and pick it up anyway. Oh, I totally did it. Oh my god, that's so cool. I didn't know you could do that. Wow. Let's make it interesting. So let's fire, but just run out this way and run away from the guys. Let's see if I can get all the way back. This is a challenge for myself here. I don't actually know where I'm going, so this might be... Okay, this is a landmark here, which is very nice. That's where I came from. And I think I came from here. Or maybe it was this room. Oh, yes, it was. Okay. So I am back at the... maybe not. Nope. But again, something that I could use, so I'm not going to complain about that. So yeah, here I am back at the beginning. And there are SS guys totally... Oh. What? Oh, okay. No, here's where I need to go. There are SS guys totally after me right now, so we'll see if they get to me. If they don't, then that's fine. But if they do, then that's also fine. I'll accept whatever I'm given in this situation. Currently, I'm taking a lot longer than I thought, because I'm confused. That goes there, which is where I came from. This goes here. Yeah, okay. Maybe it was through here. Nope, that's a dead end. Maybe it was through here. Nope, that goes there. That goes there. Let's try this door. Okay. Clearly I've not been here either. But I'm running all that adrenaline from, like, wondering if the guys are going to catch me or not. Looks like they're not going to, honestly, but... Okay, so I think this goes back to the beginning. It's the only option that I... Oh my god, no! I did not want to go here. You assholes. I'm not gonna let you shoot me, fucker. Damn it. After all that... Well, whatever. I still handled them. I'm sure it made it entertaining because my ineptness, like, led to me having to stab a guard. But it was all good in the end. I have 100 health, 99 ammo. So the question is, where the fuck do I go? Oh, I think this... Oh my god, okay. Alright. So I think I came from over here, actually. I think that was my mistake. I went the wrong way. Like, honestly, I played this level, and I should know the path, but I haven't played it in long enough that, that I really don't actually know where I'm going. Presumably you'd follow the trail of dead bodies, but that didn't seem to help me. Okay, so that was a dead end. That's the door that you go through. And so this is where I need to go. And yeah, this puts me back here. Okay. Oh my god. I'm actually starting to get lost. Ah. Oh, I think this goes on the other side of that room, which is what is confusing me. Yeah, okay. See, I thought I entered from here. I'm almost positive that I entered from there, and I thought that's where I came in from, but clearly not. I might have to actually look at a map if I can't figure out how to get back. This is sad. Very, very sad. Very sad person. Can't figure out how to get out of a Wolfenstein 3D maze. Oh, okay, here we go. I was so close, too. I don't know what I was thinking the last time. Okay. Well then, let's make sure my mic is still recording. Yes, okay. Sorry that maze took way longer than anticipated. So let's get back to business. And this area is completely different. Oh fuck, this again. Okay, I'm gonna try something. So I'm gonna exit and reload the game. Oh yeah, okay, so it was a bug. I think it was with the save game bug. That's interesting. I had no idea about that bug. That's really funny. Well, you learn something new every day, and on stream. Oh, I like they just put this here. That is actually very useful in this level if you go the right way, because I don't even think there's anywhere to get a. Some of these levels on Pistol Start are really gnarly. But yeah, I think that's something you want to get to right away. It might even give you the machine gun before, or like, when you pick that up too, because it assumes that you have it.
Oh!
This leads us to the exit. I like how there are guys hidden right there. This is a room that I copied in Chemical Warfare, almost verbatim. See, I like how this episode, you know, obviously the association with it is the slime texture, but they mix up the textures more, and all the areas do feel like sort of more disused prison areas, or most of them do, but they still like manage to mix it up and make them feel different and distinct from each other, which is really nice. I remember when I bought Blakestone Aliens of Gold, which was in the Wolfenstein engine, an Apogee game. I remember liking the first episode, and the first level in particular was pretty well designed, but then after that it just was really boring and monotonous. And like, I think I was just, everything was like a letdown for me, just because like Wolfenstein was so I didn't realize how anomalous it was with the level design. And, you know, I thought that, like, any game that you played, you know, any episode that you went into would feel completely different from the other one. It would almost feel like a different world, and you'd be getting this sort of different, you know, snapshot or whatever. But then I played these other games, and I was like, this is not anything like Wolfenstein. And I think that's why I always, like, I don't know, trusted like id Software, because I knew that they were going to make something that felt a little bit different. So this is a fake exit, one of the first instances of that. I think the first instance of a fake exit, actually. And like, you have some indication, because almost always the exits are going this way. I think all the time the exits are going this way, so it's darker. So you know that this is probably the right one, and this is probably a fake. But if you're like not thinking about it, let's try and do this. Then yeah, you're gonna get a face full of mutant. I wonder if there's a secret door in here. See, that's what I like about this game. It does the fake exit thing. It still does very, like, kind of messing with you, kind of like stuff in the midst of a game that is supposedly, you know, more serious. So I don't know. I always thought it was really cool that they did that. There's so much of that in a game where you wouldn't expect it to be. I got no secrets. Wow. Okay, so here we are in map 7, which is a really bizarre anomaly. It can be beaten in, I think, 3 or 4 seconds. I think maybe 4 seconds, possibly 3. Here's why. So, like, okay, 2 doors and a thing. Like, you assume that they're going to branch out. It's going to be a lot more labyrinthine, right? Actually, no, not at all. There are 2 normal guards in a room with a key. There you go. Just right there. few more normal guys, room with like med kits and some ammo. And this key opens this door. A couple SS guys, and this is the end. There's a guy in the end, but this is not a fake exit. This is really the exit. I could just exit now, but you know, for people who played the level, it's like, what is going on here? And I was really like disappointed. Like I couldn't figure it out. Like I thought there's no way that this can be. You know, like I could understand if they made it fake or something, but they didn't. It's the real exit. But if you decide to, and you know, you start to get antsy, which is what I did. I was like, this is very confusing, and I didn't like it. So I just tried to, you know, figure out and see if there were secrets anywhere, and there is this secret. And it actually leads to a whole level that you don't need to go into at all. This is why I like this game. It makes a level completely optional for you. So now, yeah, it looks more like what you'd expect for episode 1. Or episode 2, rather. I think there's some big bonus, like it gives you an extra life at the end or something like that, but I find that really interesting. I don't know. This is not the kind of thing that they would do in a game like this. The whole thing with secrets in Wolfenstein, Tom Hall's like design style, he really just was gonna try out any idea and didn't really give a fuck, like, if, you know, only like 2% of people playing this game would actually ever find it, if that, really. Oh, I hate it when they fire behind other guys. That pisses me off so much. Oh my god. Gun down. Alright. Let's see if I can get further in this, and if not, I'll just exit. Do you guys, any of you guys in chat, have any particular memories of episode 2 that you'd like to share? Just let me know, or Wolfenstein in general. I'm just curious. I think there's still some people in chat. Yeah, still, I don't know if it's accurate, but my Twitch thing says there's 11 people, which is more than I had last time, so thank you for coming in and participating in the chat. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Wait, where? Oh, okay. They were coming from this direction. Very scary. The initial impression of the level. This level? Are you talking about, yeah, this level 7? Or are you talking about... Yeah, the boss fight, the guy who throws syringes at you and then turns you into a mutant. I always loved that. This is the kind of level where, like, a lot of people might play the secret just because they're not convinced that it's the real exit, you know? But it is totally the real exit. This is just not required. This game really does mess with you. Oh, the first level, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The first level is very narrative, like it feels like a factory floor or something. It feels a lot more like a real space. If you were designing something, this is a good, see, this is actual good telegraphing of the secret. Like, there's all these things blocking the wall, and then there's a pile of bones here. Let's try and kill some guys before we pick this up. Seeing the night outside through the vines. Yeah, it's definitely like a more moody than other episodes. These guys are so easy to take care of compared to the other enemies in the game. That's why I didn't die at all in episode 1. They're slower moving too, they don't start to fire very quickly. It's funny to me that the mutants are really harder to deal with than any of the other normal enemies in this game. The officers can be challenging because they move so fast. They don't appear until episode 3. But they're my favorite enemy, honestly, because of the way that they move. And I always thought that they said, "I'm from Mars," when they died, which really entertained me. So we got an extra life coming up, so I'm not too worried about this. Bunches of crowns, wow. I'm gonna get such a big score. Was the Wolf 3 engine capable of levels higher than 1 tile high? No. Although, like, you know, Rise of the Triad and stuff like that was actually based on the Wolfenstein 3D engine. It was supposed to be a sequel to Wolfenstein 3D, and oh, I love this like little hallway. It's just blood on the walls, dead guys that are already dead. Like it's mutants have taken over. But yeah, Rise of the Triad was in a Wolfenstein 3D engine, but it was modded, so you know, to make the starting to have some drop frames, so that's a little disconcerting, but we'll continue on. That's actually like, yeah, I'm getting some drop frames now. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. So many extra lives. Okay, well, let's just go to the next level. My connection might be hiccuping, that's all. Well, hopefully that doesn't... that probably won't, you know, when I put up the video later, it probably won't be a big deal. Okay, so that's really the end of this level. You know, if you just wanted to get extra lives and stuff, at least you're sufficiently rewarded, so I'm just going to go to the end. An interesting idea for a level, anyway. I find it funny that it's level 7. You know, I would put it at, like, level 5 or something. I don't know. Earlier in the episode. Also, JP is saying other games that are in the Wolf 3D engine. I don't know if you remember. What is it called? Operation Body Count. Yeah. So this is map 8, and you think that map 8 would be this really tense map, and it is kind of hard. It feels, you know, it's in a more sort of episode 1 style setting. Actually feels more like episode 3 to me. And it's that gray stone again, and you got the red ceiling, which is different. But it's not actually that long of a level at all. There's the big secret here, which I'll do that later. This goes to the exit. So let's just start it out here. Wow. I just never prepared for those guys. Clearly not a pro gamer. Whoa, where did these guys fucking come from? Wow, already at 5 health. How did I even survive that? Wow. That's the fun thing, you know, you can put yourself at 3% and then have a chance to get back to 100. Alright. Alright. So these don't go anywhere either, but I think there's some convoluted secret thing. Let's just go in the area that we need to go in first, and then we can come back there if we want to. Well, I don't know. Well, I'll go in these doors first. Double doors are always intimidating. You would think that they'd be some indicator of importance too, but Wolfenstein is very random about what areas are really more important to go to than others. Oh, firing behind another guy, I hate that. That happens so often in this game. Once again though, got some nice swag here. First aid kit to just bandage the crap out of you. This seems like an important area because there are locked doors here, but it's not actually. I think you get the key through a secret. This is another map that, oh my god, what was I thinking doing that? Wow. Because you can never hear how many enemies are sort of yelping, so... are getting on Yelp and checking their restaurant reviews. Wow. Man, I almost don't want to play more of this. I might just go in the required path instead of messing around with the 8 million guys. I honestly think this level is more boring design-wise, if I'm being perfectly honest. I guess it's more sort of direct, you know, having like big confrontations as opposed to like smaller, sneakier rooms. But I don't know, this level never stood out to me as much. Except for the wood panel area, which I'm about to go see. Oh, okay, that's where I went. And this was where all those guys were. Yeah, okay. So that wasn't too bad. Maybe I will just go over here and take care of it. Just because I would like some of that health. To open the door for you and then walk out. See, one of the problems with shooting at them in the doorway is that they'll totally get you. I'm still getting drop frames and stuff, so that's really irritating. I don't know what's going on. It was all well up until now, but I don't know. I think my connection just might be hiccuping or something. How am I connected to? Okay, well, whatever. Oh my god, the guys all got stuck over. I think those guys are moving, but if, a lot of the like, moving triggers, are broken, or they put guys, like, on the, you know, they didn't test it very well, so the guys will just, like, clump up together because there's too many of them. So you'll just get like really awkward swatches of guys like that. Really disposable bodies. It's really weird. Because these guys are supposed to be patrolling this area. I like the patrolling guards a lot. But there are a lot of bugs with that. Yeah, you can see those guys patrolling. Honestly, the patrolling guys are one of the things that I really like about this game, because they don't have them in Doom. Like the Wolfenstein enemies do kind of have some more intelligent things that they do compared to the Doom ones. They just kind of got rid of some of that stuff with Doom, because I guess it wasn't very important. Well, and they let sort of the level designer take care of that stuff. I don't know, that's the sort of tradition of level design that like those games have, where the enemies are not smart, but you can be smart, so it really depends on your ability to place them in an interesting way. So this area is scary. A chamber pot or something. This seems like kind of a living quarters section. It just got like puddles of water and alcoves. I don't really know. Yeah, you could have enemies patrol in Doom, but like, what's the point? I don't know, you move so fast. Oh, another bug here. You can see it comes up when I do it. That's actually like a bug in the engine in general. When you have them separated like this, doors separated like this, it'll do that. I don't really know why, but it's something that I had to avoid level design. Okay, here's a stove. You could get to see a stove for the first time. This is like a fairly convincing area, even with all the debris and stuff, like a dining, living quarters area. More setting, like, oriented, you know. And you got beds. I guess I went the wrong way. But I like that. I like that the setting sort of takes over and it's not always just about the killing of the dudes, but it often is. Oh yeah, okay. I do need to get a key to elsewhere. I'm not very smart. I guess you do need to get it in this room. Okay, I got those guys. You butthole. Oh my god, already firing at me like a fucking asshole. It's a little scary because they could go out either of those doors. Oh, get him in the... Yes! It's worth it because I got him to open the locked door. Oh, I love it when that happens. Didn't really help me that much, honestly. Maybe there's some secret in here. Use more ammo now. Okay, here's the key. So you do need to go here. I don't know if you can open these doors. Oh, you probably can, and there's just not much here. So that really didn't do me much good at all, but... I don't remember a lot about this level because it never struck me as being super memorable. But I'm appreciating it more now, like the setting. Okay. So let's go get some ammo here. Much appreciated. Cool. Alright, now we can go in this door. I do like how big and empty this sort of area is. Like there's this hallway that doesn't go anywhere, and this is covered with these barrels. And this is the scary part that I was talking about. Although honestly, because I'm playing on Am Death Incarnate, like a lot of the key areas get less scary just because every area is kind of scary. Yeah, there are guys hiding behind here too, I presume. But here you go. So I guess the idea behind this map is sort of shorter and intense, more intense kind of confrontation, rather than like, you know, very longer, mazier. It's more of a setting thing. It looks like it's going to be bigger than it is because of how it goes off in different directions, but it really isn't. But this is the beginning of the famous Aardwolf secret, which takes up most of the map. And I'm not gonna try and mess with it. The verboten signs are giving you an indication. I don't want to get stuck in this fucking maze, but you at least get a little idea. And this is like, oh, did I already trap myself? No, okay. So the room's like, still on a linear path, so... Okay, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But yeah, you could theoretically do that forever, and there's a sign at the end. At the end, sometimes there's a bonus, you know, like an extra life or a chain gun. But at one of the ending, there's a sign that says "Call Apogee" and say "Ardwolf," and that was like supposedly a. It was like an Easter egg. You know, you call and you get some sort of prize. But before anyone discovered it, there was the ability to like look at the maps in editors and load the sprites. So people found it before actually anyone found it properly. So they just canceled that contest, and it never happened. But it's still there, and it still has their number on it. It's a really interesting idea for a secret, but I don't think like anyone would ever find. It's an absurd amount of secret doors that you have to hit. It takes up more than half of the level if you look on the map. But yeah. Get to the exit. And that's not the only instance of things like that in this game. Episode 3, the path to get to the secret level, is also equally absurd. So here we are at the end. And it looks like we'll get almost exactly 2 hours on this stream, so that's nice. Very good time to cut it off. Alright. And we're fighting the maniacal Doctor Schabbs, or Schabbs, however you want to say it. Give ourselves some supplies over here. This is a very similar setup to episode 1, except harder, because there are actual normal enemies in it, but it gives you lots of ammo. And this guy is strong, so I'm gonna need it. Let's take care of the mutants first. But you know what's coming because of the music, and like if you played the last episode, and you can see the view into the nighttime, but you don't really know what to expect here. Well, like, I mean, if you looked at the story, like you'll know what to expect. But yeah, maybe I'm gonna go for the real stuff here. Not all these turkey. I love this image of just all these turkey dinners just sitting here, neatly aligned for a player to pick up. That's the funny thing about it to me, like, just, I don't know. This is the first projectile in the game that you can dodge, and I'm actually not sure how this is going to work because I'm playing it with the mouse, but we'll see. He throws syringes at you. Asshole. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. No! Oh, I got turned into a mutant. Oh, my mouse. It's actually, this battle is really hard to play with the mouse. It's much easier if you can strafe. Let's try it again. This boss music is appropriate for episode 1, because you're escaping at the end, and it's like you're, you know, it looks like you're at the end, and then you fight Hans Gross, and it's like, it's a big thing. Because you don't know that you're gonna fight him. That's like the one sort of instance of environmental storytelling that I really like in episode 1. Here it doesn't really make sense. The other boss music that they use for Hitler would make a lot more sense, honestly. Which is much more doomy and gloomy sounding. Alright, let's save before him this time so I don't fuck this up. And I think I can maybe enable strafing. I don't know. We'll see if we can do it with the mouse. That's how the Wolf 3D demos are recorded with the mouse. But this is like one instance where strafing is actually really important, so it's much harder than it would be otherwise. Where are you, asshole? I'm gonna try and keep him pinned over here. Oh god. Hit it, hit it. Okay. Okay, now it gets a little more scary. Yeah, if you get him in the open area, god. Alright, I might have to save during the battle. He's pretty strong. He's actually the strongest boss in the game. Let's do what I did before. No! Damn it! Oh my god. I will need to get an ammo refill, there's no question. Even if I hit him directly. Because he's strong enough. Syringe throwing asshole. I feel like this guy is the real asshole, because he knows what he's doing. But like Hans Gross didn't know what he was doing. He was just like carrying out orders, you know. He's just a meathead. No! Damn it! Okay, I'm gonna save one more time through that. Now I'm actually legitimately mad. I played this game a lot. I've always had trouble with him, though. Just the idea of being turned into a mutant if you lose is kind of what freaks me out. Oh, he was holding it there. He was holding it there just to fuck me over. What an asshole. What an asshole. Did I? Okay, I'm still on. We're gonna do this. I promise. It's gonna happen. I feel like Areno on Areno's challenge now. This was not anticipated. Oh my god, what a jerk. You know what, jerk? I'm gonna take you to the limit. I'm gonna trap him in this doorway. Oh wait, fucking door is open. So much for that. Those syringes move fucking fast. That guy can throw syringes. How does he have so many? Alright, time to go get some ammo. He's probably gonna follow me, so... Oh, he didn't. That's good for me. Is he stuck? Where is he? Come over here, asshole. Just keep calling him an asshole. He is an asshole, though. Fucking asshole doctor. I don't like doctors. Sorry. Sorry if you're... Let's see him die. Okay, cool. You did it. I did it. Let's see that again. Yay! That's the end of episode 2. I killed almost everyone in the entire episode, so you saw most of it. I missed some of the cool secret stuff, and there was some weird bugs, and I didn't play as great as I thought, but I didn't rehearse or anything. And I've never really played through it properly on Am Death Incarnate, so I hope you enjoyed it. At some point I'll play through episode 3, which is actually significantly easier than this one. Let me read this. You stand over Schabbs' fat, evil, swollen, putrid body. Glad your mission is finally over. All his journals and equipment will be destroyed. Humanity is safe from his hordes of hideous mutants. Yet the Nazi atrocities continue. Thousands march into death camps even as the Nazi war machine falls to its knees. There's only way to stop this madness. In episode 3, Hitler hides in his titanic bunker as the Third Reich crumbles around him. About him. It is your job to assassinate him. Ending his mad reign, you find that he has escaped to the Reichstag, and there you must confront him. So I guess that's supposed to take place in the Reichstag. And if you like, yeah, there's some really body-shaming stuff there. And if you like Wolfenstein, you'll love the prequel trilogy of Nocturnal Missions. Do you get the pun there? 30 more action-packed, super challenging levels. See the Read Me choice in the menu for more information, or call Apogee at 1-800-GAME123. I wonder what happens when you call that number now. But yeah, there you go. I find it funny that it's saying this just because, like, at the end of World War II, a lot of the doctors who did, like, genetic experiments and stuff just got hired by the US government. They didn't destroy their documents or anything like that. Whoa, glitchiness. I don't know what the deal with that is. Atrocities! Alright, that's the end. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and we're going back to the normal menu and audio glitches now. But thank you so much. This was a very successful stream. At the beginning I didn't know if anyone was going to show up, because there were only 2 people in there for a while. So I'm glad that everyone enjoyed it and was talking in the chat and had a good time. I'll probably stream episode 3 at some point this week, either tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see. But I hope you're enjoying it, and I'm enjoying playing through this because I haven't been doing any real preparation. It's more informal. But yeah, thank you for talking in chat, JP and Delta Gardner, and Heart Video Stream, and Dishu, and Darius, and everyone. I will see you guys later. You can read the Apogee screen. Hope this is your registered copy of Wolfenstein 3D. If not, we got a problem. You need to call Apogee and register. If you don't, well, it's funny how hard drives can get, erased and all. So it's just kidding about the hard drive erasing. It would be funny if they did that. You can also see how much... It's funny to me how if you got episodes 4 to 6, it would be $20. But if you got episode 1 to 3, it'll be $35. But you already get episode 1 in shareware, so and episode 4 to 6 are bigger levels. So I don't know, that's really interesting. Episode 2 and 3 were the most expensive, I guess. I had the full version growing up, which is why I have the attachment to it that I do. But we'll talk about that more later. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday night. And I will be signing off now. So good night.